another card. This one's been around for a while. Leatherback Baloth. So we've seen this for a while. Triple green for a 4/5 versus the who's the guy in Alara block that's a green, a red, and a white for a 5/4. Anyway, in this format, being a 4/5 might be better than being a 5/4 anyway. But this is green, so green should get the biggest, fattest creatures. I mean, that's just, you know. I think if something's 3 colors, it should be better, right, than something that's mono, obviously. And this thing's a pretty big beating. But, you know, we've seen some pretty sick things for, you know, just a couple mana. You know, Tarmogoyf is, you know, like half his mana cost, you know. Only 1 green needed and 2 mana, and he gets up to a 4/5 pretty quickly. So, I mean, is this guy like the most ridiculous, you know, power creep ever? No, I don't think so. But then, you know, the other guy I'm talking about, the 3 for a 5/4, he hasn't seen that much play either. So, I mean, was he power creep? I don't think so. I think in general, when Wizards has printed 3 color spells, you know, like creatures that are beatdown creatures, they haven't made them aggressive enough yet. Now, 2 mana spells and 1 mana spells and 3 mana spells, otherwise, you know, things that don't have that heavy a color requirement, you know, I'm not willing, you know, I think they've gone pretty aggressive with them, and they're probably where they should be, so that's fine. You know, Baneslayer is probably over the top, or is over the top, right? It's monocolored, it's only double white, you know, for a 5 casting cost. It's just a stupid card. Of course, it only has +1 power versus this, right? And just a few abilities that are relevant. Anyway, so Leatherback Baloth. I like the triple green casting cost. I think I'd love to see a set where they just have no colorless mana and it's all mono. I think that could be really fun. Anyway, so, you know, and just see what 4, you know, if we can make some tournament staples that are 4 of the same color, you know, and just really push mono in like Legacy or Extended, you know, in colors that aren't red. Okay, so there's the Baloth. Pretty cool. Nothing super exciting though. Okay, this one's been seen for a while too, the Colonnade. Let's see. I don't think I have a link to the original. Yeah, it's not going to let me see that either. Okay. Basically what it is it's a land that comes into play tapped. It taps for a blue or a white. So it's a coastal tower. But you can also pay 5 and make it into a is it 5 or 4? I think it's 5. Let's see what it says here. Yeah, you pay 5 and it becomes a 4/4 flying white and blue elemental creature with vigilance, you know. So it becomes a Sarah Angel or Air Elemental / Sarah Angel. You know, so 6 mana, you can make it a creature, attack with it, hit him for 4, and then have 1 mana open for journey, Path to Exile, you know, or something like that. Pretty sick card. Lands are getting pretty good. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think there's a point when lands become a little too good. Mana fixing's a little too easy to get to. You know, like in the last block, you know, just getting whatever color combinations you wanted was way too easy, right? So it made going monocolor or 2-color not really give you an advantage as far as consistency, you know, which is supposed to be the balance. You can run all 5 colors if you want, but you better have a lot of power involved with doing that to overcome the consistency and speed of, you know, a 1 or 2 color deck. Okay, so pretty cool. maybe control will come back. It's a 2-color land, so I expect monocolor not to necessarily be too emphasized in the next set. And here's one of the most recent ones that we've seen. Okay, this is, we don't have a picture or mock-up. It's a Jiraga Warcaller. It's 1 green. It's a rare for an elf warrior. It has multi-kick of a colorless and a green. And when it comes into play with a +1/+1 counter for each time it was kicked. So 3 mana for 1 counter, 5 mana for 2, 7 for 3. And then, so 3 for a 2/2. So 3 for Elvish Champion, basically. And then you can play it just as 1 for a 1/1 if you need to. Or if it's beneficial to. Or you can play it for 5, and your guys, it's like having 2 Elvish Champions out for the rest of your guys, right? And 7 just becomes pretty nuts. And elves have been known to, otherwise he's a 1/1, by the way. Elves have been known to pump out tons of mana, right? And a lot of people in the boards, when they're talking about this guy, they seem to think that, you have to cast him so he can survive a lightning bolt, or, Elvish Champion wasn't good, so he's not good. The versatility, the flexibility of the card in decks that like to run Overrun and things like that, I mean, it's just, he's really good, right? It'll depend on if elves are good. But if elves are good, I mean, he'll be an auto-include. Maybe not 4 of, but, at least 2, right? So yeah, he's really good. Do I think he's overpowered? Well, I think certain tribes are overpowered to begin with. I think I'd like to see some other tribes get some love. I don't know, elementals or something. Whatever. Cats. Goblins and elves and zombies. It's getting a little old. Now you got vampires, I guess. But yeah, pretty darn good. Another multi-kick card. So, I wonder if Sapperling Infestation triggers off of each time you multi-kick, or if it doesn't even. Yeah, it's just kicked. So multi-kicker counts as kicker. Okay. Anyway, so that was it. Just a little update on previews. See what's going on for the next set, and otherwise, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.